it's probably, tell you exactly what the time is. It's 11:30, and I think I've got to take. Hello, it's me again. Okay, so it's Saturday morning. I'm at the club water. There's been a few fish out apparently. There's been a few people fishing. There's still a few people fishing up the other end of the lake near the car park. I've decided to come down the other end. I could have gone next door to someone who had a couple of fish last night, but I don't like being too close to someone, not helping them, not helping myself, so I've come down the other end of the lake. Only one down here, which is nice. And, yeah, I've had a quick feel around with a marker. I've not fished this particular swim seriously before, so I've had a quick feel around, see what's out there. And as expected, it's very shallow. The lake is shallow. We're fishing about 2 foot of water in silt. Yeah, and probably 10-11 wraps out, not far out at all. It's very windy. We had storm ice a couple of days ago, and I think this is still part of that, I think. But we're expecting some rain later. So I've got my big heavy duty bivvy set up, which I love in these conditions. Snug as a bug in there. And yeah, so come what may. And not long had the rods out, probably had them out about half hour or so. And then I started doing a bit of filming, trying to do this bit of filming earlier, and as I'm on there, it started going off. Slow take, up to the top, brake runner started pulling, I've hit it, and nothing there, and a bit gutted, but signs that something's out there. And I suppose in this wind it could be that it was a branch or something going through. I've seen a couple of sticks going through, tips out of the water. It could have been one of them dragging a line, I guess, but I didn't put anything in, and it did look like a bite. Yeah, it looked like a take. So yeah, hopefully we'll get some similar action and maybe connect with something. But yeah, see what gives. I'm going to have a cup of tea now, and if it happens, I'll keep you informed. So let me just show you the rig I'm going to be using for start of the session. I'm going to try this on both rods. I'm fishing in silt in about 2 foot of water, quite silty. To be fair, I've had fish on bottom baits before in those conditions, but I'm going to try this Ronnie rig, or spinner rig, or 360 rig, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so I'm going to start with this with both rods, and they're both fishing quite far apart, but both are still in 2 foot of water in the same sort of silt. So I'm going to do helicopter rigs with the lead down on a bit of a towel. But yeah, so Ronnie rig that's tied to Ghost with a loop at the end with the anti-tangle sleeve and the lead clip lock. And yeah, so I'll blob this braid down in a minute to tie it on and get it chucked out there, and fingers crossed. Okay, just a quick catch up. Not a lot's happened in the last hour since I spoke to you. It is 1:45 now. What's happened is I've had some biscuits and a cup of tea. But yeah, I saw the indicator go up briefly on the right hand rod again, but could well have been the wind. It's one of those ones that didn't actually indicate on the buzzer, which is a bit weird. You just see the indicator go up, but that's it. And I think I'm clutching the straws thinking that might have been a bite. It's probably a twig or something on the line. Still very blowy, still very windy. I'm sort of confined to the bivvy really, to keep out of the wind, because I'm getting it full on here. But yeah, It's nice and cosy inside the bivvy. Just sorted out, done a bit of tidy up, and yeah, I'm just chilling now. I'm gonna read a book and hopefully will the buzzers to spring into life. I'm getting lots of single bleeps, but that's all just wind, so if it goes off in the background, the chances are it's just, you know, the odd bleeps are the wind, and the bobbins are swinging around like mad. But hopefully it'll quieten down a bit later, and the wind will be less strong, and yeah, be more comfortable. But nothing to say, nothing to report. It's quiet. Started pondering about that take I had earlier. I'm more convinced that it was actually a fish. Yeah, and I just didn't connect with it for some reason. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the rig. It's come back as sharp as it went out there, super sharp. So, yeah, one of those things, fishing, isn't it? But, you know, wish me luck. I think I'm going to need it. There have been some fish coming out. It's been a bit mild over the last few days. But we've had Storm Doris and strong winds and lots of rain. And over the last few days, quite a few fish have come out by the sound of it. I don't know where they've all come out. I know the guy further up the bank into the main bowl of the water, he had a couple last night. And I think one of the fellas opposite him had a fish as well yesterday evening. So that's 3 fish just last night, which is pretty good going for this lake, especially at this time of year. So you never know, if they're on it, you know, you've got to be in it to win it. I'm rambling, you're being patient again, and hopefully something to report soon. It's 1 o'clock, and the fellow over the other side over there is playing a fish at the moment. He just had a screamer, so fish are on it. Come down this way. So yeah, looks like he's got something. The net's coming out. Me again. Right, it's 4:15. Nothing's happened. I've just been lying on the bed chair, trying to keep out the wind. It's quite bitter. We've had a lot of rain, drizzly rain, but quite heavy. So I've had the door letterbox style in the bivvy, so I can sort of keep the wind out the bottom section, but still see out. Not seen any fish, nor heard any fish. The only things out there at the moment, any sort of action, is ducks. The swans aren't there at the moment, which long may that last, because they can be a nuisance diving down, or not diving down, but just reaching down for your baits, and they tend to clear off, you know, only once they've eaten all the last boilies, and usually the last one will be your hook bait, which they mess around with. Fortunately, I've never hooked one, but yeah, it's not a nice experience having them diving on your baits. But anyway, at the moment, I've not got to worry about that. Just tied up some rigs. Well, I've tied up a rig. I've got some rigs already tied up, and I've basically just done a bottom bait rig. With what I've got on there is a bottom bait with half a pop up, and I've trimmed the pop up down so it just sinks, and the hook is just resting on the bottom, and the hair is just a short hair just sitting above the hook, wafting away nicely. So I'm going to probably chuck that on one of the rods tonight and keep the Ronnie rig pop up on the other. Both will be going to the same spots. Like I said, I'm casting one to the left as you're looking at a clock face. One's going to about 10 o'clock in that direction, and the other one's going about 2 o'clock in the other direction. So there's quite a distance between where I'm actually casting or actually fishing. but I'm covering quite a bit of water. So one's sort of going into the bay and one's on the edge of the entrance to the bay. Quite shallow, especially for this time of year, but it's a shallow lake. The majority of the lake is probably 2-3 foot deep, lots of silt everywhere. There are some gravel bars, but they come up really shallow, so like 1 foot. And in fact, when the sun was out early, the water is so clear, it's jet clear. You can see the bars quite clearly. They're that close to the surface. So yeah, I'm not fishing. I've got bars in front of me, but I'm going past the bars and fishing into the silty areas. Yeah, so that's it. I'm starting to waffle again, and I'll keep you informed as and when any action occurs. Okay, so I'll quickly show you the rig I'm using. It's getting dark, so you might not see this very well, but so it's getting dark. It's still not evening yet, but it's certainly overcast. A bit more rain in the air. So what we've got is standard air rig with an eyeliner, bit of braid, fluorocarbon hook length, lead clip or link clip system, cut the beads on the helicopter setup, and these I've checked, they all go off over the knots nicely, and also got a flying back lead on the line, so that's going to go out any second. Okay, so it seems like I may have spoken too soon about the swans. They are about, and they're having a good old munch up in the shallow bits of the lake. I don't know if you can see on there, but he's got his bum right up. Two of them there. One's a little bit further away, and one's probably about 30 yards away from my baits. Fortunately going the other way, but I don't think that's going to stop him for long. That gives you an idea how shallow it is. They're munching on the bottom. So yeah. Cooking the Chicago Town deep dish pizzas in the Ridge Monkey, using the method shown on the YouTube channel Cooking and Carping. So thanks Margot and Steve for the tip there. Basically use the Ridge Monkey, keep the pizza on the card, drizzle some water in, just enough to ideally be below the card, and then just close it all up and let it cook and steam, and just, I don't know, 5-10 minutes later you've got your pizza. And yeah, just on a low heat, and just keep making sure it doesn't dry out. So yeah, thanks again guys at Cooking Carping. One fantastic tip that is, because these pizzas taste even better on the bank, especially with a can of Guinness or whatever. But yeah, I'll tuck into this in a second. Such a good morning, nothing happening in the night. It was windy, rainy at times, quite heavy rain at times. The wind died down about 5ish, the rain also stopped about 5ish, and I've been up since 6, been watching the water. A little bit of a ripple to the left on the main part of the lake, and on the right hand side where it's the start of the lake or the end of the lake, it's quite flat at the moment, but I think the wind's going to pick up. There's forecast 40-mile-an-hour winds today, so yeah, it will definitely pick up. But at the moment I've been watching the water. There's a few bubbles coming up in the flat area to my right, not a million miles away from my rods, but I'm not going to recast onto the bubbles just because I don't want to scare anything that's out there feeding. So I'll keep the rods where they are for the time being. It's not, you know, uncommon for them to be out all night, and then when you're giving up the ghost, off they go and they rattle off, and it's a pleasant surprise. So I'm going to give them a bit longer. So I'm quite happy with where I am, the rigs I'm using. So let's wait and see. But anything happens, I'll let you know. Okay, so as you may have just seen on the clip, there's been a fish jump in front of me, but right over the other side. Shown a couple of times, once about 3/4 way over, once almost on the far bank, which is a bit I saw and caught on camera. Now, dilemma, do I reel in and chuck a rod over there? I'm thinking I probably will, so let me get on with it and I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye. Okay guys, it's 25 to 11 now. Nothing has happened. I had a swan pick up one of my baits briefly and dropped it on the right hand rod, but yeah, it's not looking good now. We've had a bit more drizzle. The sun's come out just for the moment, which is nice, but it's been a bit drizzly. The wind's picking up again, and I'm thinking of packing in before it gets too stormy again, really. Hopefully get a chance to dry stuff out this next sunny spell, and one day start slowly packing everything down. If anything does happen, you'll be the first to know, but otherwise this has been the last vlog, and thanks for watching, and hopefully next time, take care. Show you what I'm going to be using. Is this rig, and like I say, that just sits with a pop up above the hook and just wafting nicely, and that's just simply on a lead-free leader